It is with great pleasure that I receive today for another World Pack Talk Show, Craig Primiani, Chief Executive Officer of Labthink International. We are particularly happy today because Labthink was the first WPO corporate partner. Labthink is a global manufacturer of permeability testing instruments. The company was created in 1989 and recognized worldwide by the reliability of its testing instruments and testing services that help customers to achieve safety control and innovation in materials development and quality control. So my name is Lilian Benzi. I am WPO Press and Communication Officer, and I will conduct the interview with Craig today. Just to remind, World Pack Talk Show aims to promote networking and to give WPO guests the opportunity to interact with WPO members and the packaging professionals and companies around the globe. So I welcome now Craig Primiani, CEO of Labthink International. Welcome, Craig.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate this opportunity. We think the world of WPO. It's a very important strategic partner for us. We believe in the principles and the goals, and we're honored to be part of this. And thank you very much for carving some time out for me today. Much appreciated.
It's a great pleasure. So let's go to our first question and understand this magic world of the instruments, of the equipment. So we have seen that pandemic increased the concern with safety, especially for food, medical, and pharmaceutical packaging. From this perspective, how Labthink is responding to the market needs?
Excellent question. And as everybody who is listening or watching this, no one planned for this. This pandemic was something that really was kind of more like a science fiction based movie than a reality. And unfortunately, we've always knew that the packaging demands and evolution always played a big part. But with this pandemic, it's played an even bigger part. Because around the world, people have stopped going to restaurants, and now the demand for food goes to supermarkets, grocery stores. And that drives the people we work with, the people who put product in packaging. So the innovation that people are demanding is more packaging technology, better packaging as far as permeation, as far as cost, and as far as production. So what this pandemic has really done is really, and what we've tried to do, is be the partner of these world packaging producers, listen to what they want, and come up with solutions to better design, implement, and have packages that last longer with produce and also pharmaceutical. So a core belief for us is that the customer will help us develop new technologies, and we'll respond to customer demands to satisfy any needs that come up.
Okay, and considering the scenery of this, and especially this partnership with customer that is listening to their needs and trying to fulfill it, what are the main innovation you have seen? For example, can you mention a specific test that was developed during pandemic, or a trend that you think that will stay even after pandemic?
Sure. So one of the machines we make is called a manometric permeation unit, and we've made it for a while, but we refined it and added new models to take up the demand. So instead of doing 3 tests at once, now we have an instrument that does 6 tests at once. So with more packaging demand, with more packaging needs, they need to increase the capacity to do tests. And this manometric type instrumentation not only can do oxygen, it can do other gases, but it also gives you detailed analytics of how the gas passes through the material to better understand what the mixture is or what the formula of that polymer bag is. So we've seen people want to know not just the end result, but how a gas transverses through a piece of material. More data, more analytics, more decision-making abilities.
That's amazing. And I know that Labthink is a global company, so you act all over the world. Do you see specific needs in these testing technologies according to the different regions of the world? And if so, can you give us some examples? For example, I am in South America, right, in Brazil. So do you see specific needs, or the pandemic put everybody in the same level?
You know, I think this pandemic is a global effect. Everybody needs to evaluate packaging, improve packaging, and produce more packaging. In certain areas, I think Europe is one of them, where the pandemic hit very hard. Producers have ramped up production, and therefore they want to develop new technologies, new packaging technologies. One of the things also that was kind of trending was reusable paper type packaging. That seems to be the trend. I know WPO has talked about this extensively, about what's the next evolution for recyclable packaging. And we are very excited to work with many companies around the world on this early R&D of this type of packaging material. And I think with the pandemic, this has ramped up the need to find a replacement for plastics, which don't biodegrade for hundreds of years, versus paper products that will biodegrade in 2 years. So I think the most evolved countries, some of the most evolved countries, have really started to take the lead on this. And I think the pandemic has actually pushed it forward.
Okay, so we can say that besides the safety issue, sustainability is still an issue that will guide the projects, right?
Absolutely, and you'll see some of the big Fortune 100 companies who consume most of the packaging, they are actually changing. And they're demanding their suppliers to be more environmental friendly. So this I think has been sped up a little bit during the pandemic. People are saying, okay, we're producing more, but now we have to be a little bit more responsible about what is the recyclability of the product? How long will the product actually take to break down? And I think we're seeing that from large corporations.
Okay. So coming back to the fact that Labthink was WPO first corporate partner, what is a great honor for us. What are the advantages of being part of this global packaging community like WPO, Craig?
Well, I think they're so numerous. Our business is packaging. Our business is anybody who puts anything into a package, and WPO aligns perfectly with our goals, our ambitions, and our long-term approach. So we're honored to be the first corporate sponsor. Our ownership believes in the organization. They believe in collaborative environment where people share ideas, and we're always trying to look at something and improve it and build on it. And with WPO, we found the partner that has the same synergies as we do. Let's evolve, let's get better, because everybody has to live on this planet. If we can do things to protect the environment, make people safe, and give quality of life to the world, then we're all for it. And that's what WPO stands for us.
Oh, thank you. And Craig, considering the information that you shared with us today, if you could leave a final message to the global packaging community, global packaging industry, especially in terms of your area, that is safety, basically testing and control and safety. what would be this message?
We are in every country in the world. We have direct presence, we have partner presence. If anyone has a problem that they can't solve, we want to be the source to help you solve the problem. And they can be easy problems or they can be hard problems. We don't mind challenges. And we look for, part of the culture of the company is that we look for challenges that we can develop product for. So anyone who is out there that has a problem with some type of soft, flexible packaging material, it could be packaging, it could be rubber, it could be anything soft and pliable. If you have a situation where you need data, testing, or some type of analytics on that, we are here to help. And as part of WPO, we'd be honored to have a conversation and see if we can help you. And if we can't help you, we'll try to find another resource for you. Because the thing about Labthink is we're all about long-term. We're all about helping companies. And maybe we don't help that with our product, but we have 200 and plus people worldwide. We may have resources to direct you in another direction. So long as we're of helping companies evolve, get better, that's what we're about.
Okay, so we are ending our interview. Craig, thanks a lot for sharing such relevant information with the audience. And I would like to end this interview with a statement we love at WPO community, that is packaging is part of the solution and not a problem. So thanks again, Craig. Thanks the audience. And I hope to meet you all in another World Pack Talk show. Thanks a lot, Craig. Great interview.
Thank you, and everybody be safe.
Let's be safe. Thank you.